Hello. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Something's wrong with the lights in the background, but oh well. Hello, Nick. How you doing, man? Welcome. Hey, Björn. How you doing, man? What's going on? Hey, CK, nice inspirational video you did today. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I like doing those on my walks when I'm, walking, get my coffee in the morning. I feel like it really clears my head. I trade a lot better on the mornings that I do a walk, do some exercise, go to the gym, something like that. Just have a morning where it's like I don't just jump straight on the charts. I kind of do something else first. Yeah, that always makes me feel much better. Hey Gabriel, welcome, man. Welcome to the first time live. Welcome. Background's a little bit different. It's like orangey. I have no idea why. I think one of my lights might have shit itself. Who knows? Who really cares as well? We're here to talk about trading, not lights. That's what we're here to do. Hey Steve, hey Sean. We got Steve, we got Matt. G'day Matty, how you doing? Oink. What's going on? Alrighty guys. I had a really nice trade today on S&P 500. It was back here. Oh, this is a bit too full on, this music. Cool. So it was back here, right? We were trading below this level right here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, cool. So we were trading below this level right here on the 15-minute time frame. Hey, honey. Me too. It's my first time. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the first timers, Gabriel and Honey. So if you're here for the first time, just make sure, ask any questions you've got. If you've got a setup that you're not sure about, if there's something you didn't understand about the academy, if you haven't been in the academy yet, whatever, just make sure you ask those questions now. This is the opportunity to ask those questions, all right, guys? Trading is all about just like doing little things that like stack the odds in your favor, all right? Lots and lots of little things to stack the odds in your favor. So if it's like you can get like one minor tweak that improves your trading, just like a very small amount from this, then that can be like huge over a long period of time, right? That can be really, really huge over a long period of time. Like just like small 1%, 2% little tiny tweaks make a world of difference in trading, okay? Hey, DeVillas, how you doing, man? How you doing? I saw a paragraph of a message from you, DeVillas, in the chats, so I didn't get a chance to respond to it before the stream, but if you've got specific questions now, mate, throw them in the chat and I'll answer them as best I can. But anyway, so I was looking at S&P 500 here. Let me just tell you what I was kind of thinking about as I was setting this position up, right? So we're trading below the level here, okay? So we've got the level, we dipped below. I know we're in a good uptrend at the moment on S&P 500, and S&P 500 is just like very buyable right now, okay? It's a really buyable market. So we dumped into this level, we dipped below. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a recovery of the level, a retesting continuation to the upside like that, okay? This is the trade that I'm basically looking for in this case. You can see here at this point, we get back above the level. We have another candle up above the level here. Then I'm placing this order right there, like that. And my point of invalidation is if we go below there. So I'm moving my stop loss and I shifted it up to like a 2.5 to 1, something like that there. Hey Neville, first timer, welcome aboard, mate. Great to have you. So I shifted my stop loss up to here, and then we punched out of there real hard, straight up TP1 and 2 taken very, very quickly here. It was a great trade. Great trade. Great trade. Hey Nico, how you doing, man? But yeah, that's basically what I was looking for here on that particular trade, which I grabbed today on the S&P 500. Nice position. We then dipped back into the level again. You can see here, and we actually would have had the same trade play out like perfectly yet again. Now we come through for the retest, and we are clean through the level on this candle right here. So look, great looking trade. And yeah, I really trade the S&P 500 quite a lot personally. You know, and I will go looking for X mode opportunities and things like that on there, just because I know this market really well, basically. I know this market really well. So 2 possible opportunities on French 40, one setup, 4 hour and 1 on 1 day. How do I use X mode to define the best option as entries are the same? Okay. Let's take a look here at French 40. I'm going to search it over here. There it is. All right, you new guys, you new traders here, you new Breakfree traders, let me know. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? So let's just mark out the 1 day position, and then we'll drop down to the 4 hour and check it out. Cool. Okay, so let's think about, like, as this trade plays out, Devilers, right? This trade pushes through here. We've got some structure around here. We've also got some structure right at the level there, okay? So I guess the idea is like a BRC type trade right around the level here. Right around this piece of structure right here, being this high over to our left there, essentially, right? What would I be picking here? I'd probably take the 1 day position, just because the placement of the stop loss puts me below there, right? It puts me below that level right there. That's why, Devilers, it's got me my stop loss just below that support level there, which is this other level of structure. So it gives me a great opportunity to get out at break even on this particular trade, right? If we get on the 1 day time frame. So that's why I'd probably look at the 1 day time frame as a preferred, and you can see that level is still actually present as well, even when we go up to the 1 day time frame. It gives us this opportunity to get out at break even all through here, right? If the price pushes into anywhere there, we can still get out at break even. 1 day time frame. How are the traders in the funding program going? Gems. Yeah, they're going well. They're going really well. Traders are doing well in general. You know, we did a masterclass together in the funding. We did a few masterclasses together in the funding program. An X mode masterclass, an RTD masterclass, price action and market structure masterclass. And I can see, like, most people have reported that it's like they've had significant improvements following those masterclasses. You know, significant improvements to their trading, improved win rates, things like that. It has been a rough couple of months in general, but most people are doing very well in terms of, you know, like protecting themselves, managing their capital very well, much better than, you know, like what most traders would be doing. It's probably, you know what, I would probably say the traders in our funding program some of the most successful traders in any funding program you'll probably find. All right, I would probably put money on that. I would put money on that for sure. Hello, Kimbo. Hey, Tom. New to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Do the Academy vids show how to use strategy mode? They do. Let me show you how to use strategy mode as well, and then we'll go from there. 1 hour time frame, Sean, S&P 500. If you're thinking about buying that there, I'm going to say it's a no from me. Notice here we've got equal lows being formed in here. It's like tested it quite a few times. And then we've got this swing low down here. So there's a bunch of stop losses all through here, okay? Basically in all of this area through there, there's a bunch of stop losses. There's all stop losses in there as well from this price action testing against this level multiple times. It's a no from me because it's played out so many times and all of the stop losses forming in there. So what I'd be looking for here is it come to that level down there and then see what happens around here for the continuation on up like that, right? Fill up this gap in there is what I'm looking for. So I wouldn't be buying that level, no. If that's what you're asking me, Sean, I wouldn't be doing that. Kimbo, so hey, yep. Also, in another stream, you took a trade on US 30, that was last week. When you set an entry, if it hit TP1 before your entry, would you then cancel that trade or would you still wait? No, I would have still waited if I still continued to like the setup in that particular trade, I believe. In general, though, I want fresh tests, Kimbo. Okay, I want fresh tests. But let's go through, placing these trades here on, let's say New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar. So we're scrolling through here. We can see New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar. Very easy. You get on your chart the setup right in front of your face. Click the setup. So click on this. You can see it when I hover my mouse over it. It has a reaction. Click it. Gives you your position size, everything you need. You just click place one. Loads up. Click place order. That one's done. Click place two, place order. That one's sent to my broker. Place three, place order, and that's sent to my broker. Order successful. All three orders placed on the chart for me right now, and they're all sent to the broker. And if the price moves down into this level now, then I'm ready to be buying New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar. So yeah, it does explain that in the Academy for you, Kimbo. But that's how you do it right there. That's how you do it right there. But yeah, you can check out the Academy over here and you will be able to see, how to do that. I believe it's called finding and placing your first trades. The process for placing the trades is exactly the same as it always has been. You just find your trades on the Sonar feed up here instead, okay? So yeah, that's what you do there. Okay, cool. So AY, finally get to watch a live session. Welcome, finally live. Great to have you here live. Usually have to watch the next day. Can we review the strategy trade on EJ 1 day time frame? We can, absolutely. Euro JPY. So you guys all saw, oh, also we have a Spotify as well now. We've got a Spotify too now. So those videos that I film each day, those videos that I've been filming, just talking about, my thoughts, some words, when I get my coffee, whatever it is that I'm doing, if something comes into my brain, I just grab my phone out, I film it, send it out to you guys. This is like principles that'll help you in life, that'll help you in trading, that'll help you investing. I know that it's very important for me to share with you guys the things that I did to go from where I was, when I was 18 and getting started with trading and investing. Like, I know I started at a very young age, but being a 25-year-old with a few $100,000 to my name is, I believe, something that, I should be sharing more with you guys, right? And I'm just basically sharing with you the principles that I essentially used throughout that entire time building on my journey of building wealth from, a university student through to, you know, where I am now. Letting you guys know those principles, right? So that's what I think is really important, because at the end of the day, right, you got to emulate something. You can't not know anything. You don't know what you don't know, right? So I think it's very important for me to do that. So what I'm doing is I'm taking those videos and putting the audio also on Spotify. So you can just go through, like, let's say you're working out or you're driving, and it's just like little snippets of my thoughts that you can just like run through, just like one after the other, after the other, after the other on Spotify there, on the podcast. So just search Breakfree Trading on Spotify and you'll find us. Okay, yeah, EJ. So EJ was something like this, yeah? I believe it's something like this, maybe a little bit tighter. For me, I would be looking to get out at break even on this one. Okay, what I don't like is where this candle closed, bearish engulfing below the level. So obviously we had the push through, we didn't retake the level, so we've got one close below, two close below. If this doesn't close above, then it's three closes below. And we've got a bearish engulfing candle like right here. This right here is a bearish engulfing candle, meaning that the bears have, you know, engulfed the bulls. The bears have basically overpowered the bulls significantly in this candle. So I'd be looking to get out at break even here on this particular one. I'd already be setting it to break even, because what can happen is you can do exactly the same thing as what I did on the S&P 500 trade. All right, it consolidates below, it pushes above, and then retest and continue on to the upside. That's what the opportunity is if you do get out at break even here, because all the time you see these moments where you've got a little consolidation below the level, a pushback above, and a continuation onto the upside. Very, very, you know, simple, easy. And Euro Aussie dollar is almost exactly the same thesis, because Euro Aussie dollar seems to be like heavily negatively correlated right now with Euro yen. So my thesis here is like exactly the same. My idea here is exactly the same. This right here is the trade, something like that. What we've had is we've had a bullish engulfing candle punch us hard through that level. Okay, so the bullish engulfing immediately just makes me feel very uneasy about the position. So I'd be looking to get out at break even. Again, if we push through break even, we like the position again, we can retest and continue on like that, okay? We can always do that. But it's like, imagine you've got to put yourself in the position in really like a lot of things that you do, even like in every trade, in every investment that I've got, when I'm considering like whether it's trimming a position in an investment and, you know, trimming off some profits or something like that, I'm thinking about like, what's the worst case scenario and what would I think if I didn't trim the position right now? Okay, and the worst case scenario plays out. Well, if the worst case scenario in this is we go to a stop loss here, okay? But I'm thinking today, right now, very rationally, well, I'm seeing a bullish engulfing candle right there. If this goes to stop loss, I know that I'm gonna be kicking myself, being like, God, I knew that I should have moved to break even after I saw that bullish engulfing candle. I knew it, right? The worst thing that we could see here is the retest and then the stop loss after that. Because it's like, you'll be thinking about this moment today, right now, and being like, I knew that I should have got out of break even after I saw that bullish engulfing candle, and I didn't do it out of some greed, out of some fantasy, out of something like that, right? Something like that caused me to not move this to break even, okay? And I'll know that I'll like regret that if I don't move to break even here, because I'm seeing this bullish engulfing. Yeah, you can hear the ambulance siren on Spotify, lol. Yeah. I mean, it's raw. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna throw it straight up there. It's raw, man. It's just raw thoughts, wind, ambulance sirens, birds chirping, the sound of the ocean on my left. my coffee, throwing my coffee around in one hand. You know, it's completely raw. Please chat about, yeah, there we go. Pound New Zealand dollar 4 hour. Loving your morning videos. Appreciate it, Nick. Thank you very much for the words. I'll keep it up for you guys as well. I will keep it up. Okay. So we're looking at pound New Zealand dollar 4 hour. Let's take a look. Da, 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 da. That seems reasonable. Something like that there. I like this idea. If this is the trade, I like it. As long as this candle closes below, I like it. So we've got 5 minutes until this candle closes below. And then after that, I like the idea for sure. Nick? So I'm guessing this was a sonar trade, was it? No. Yeah, I like that idea right there, Nick. Assuming this candle closes below. I'd love to see this candle close up here somewhere. You know, have like a bearish body. If it closes above, then I wouldn't take it. It was? Okay, awesome. So yeah, as long as this closes below, then I'm good for the entry on the retest for sure. Sorry, Tom. Also, I meant to ask, when I'm ready to go X mode in time, is that also explained in Eddie videos in the Academy? I've been watching your live streams on replay to try to pick up snippets. Okay, so specific details about X mode. Specific details about X mode is what you're looking for. There are some details in the Academy about X mode. There's snippets across, like you say, basically all of the YouTube videos. There's some snippets in the Essential series. There's trading the S&P 500 around high confluence levels. There's another one called trading US 30 around high confluence levels. But I do have an X mode masterclass as part of the group coaching recordings in the funding program. Okay. Now, if you're around for Black Friday, then there's potentially something you might be able to, there might be a nice little package for you if you're around for the Black Friday offer, okay? If you're around for Black Friday offer, there's potentially a really nice package that has something to do with, you know, a course and X mode and those masterclasses I was talking about before, and yeah. But you can find plenty of info on the YouTube channel. Trading S&P 500 on around high confluence levels is a great video, I think. I think my video is a great video. But yeah, you can check out that one. That's a good one. NZD USD, this looks scary. Should we stay away from the pair that is ranging consolidating, even though the sonar identifies it as a possible trade? Yeah, so in general, like, what we want to do is we want to filter the trades that we're getting presented here. We want to filter the trades that we're being presented here by the sonar. So we want to filter them to make sure that, you know, it fits with our subjective convictions as well, right? So New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So let's have a look at it. $15-minute time frame, is it? That was a day ago. Oh, okay. This one here. Okay, so in this particular trade here, what you can see is it's played out one time already right there. So it's tested, played out there. Could play out again. Yeah, for sure it could. I would say that this market, right, we've got bullish move, bit of a consolidation, dip into the level. It's not a fresh test, but I think that this could probably play out still. The second test could probably play out still again, at least to a TP1 up here like that, right? If it comes back in again, I absolutely wouldn't take it again. But you know, it's immediately a bit more of a risk because it's not a fresh test, you know? But in general, I don't mind this. I don't hate it at all. I actually don't mind it because I really like the price action of this previous test. Like, this is really bullish price action at the level. Like the buyers stepped in immediately at the level right there on that previous test. So I think that's really good to see. That's exactly the price action I want to see. And you can see the buyers stepped in yet again, right on top of that level. They stepped in yet again. USD Swiss franc. Look at how this 15-minute candle closes for a short. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Ah. I don't see a short here on the 15-minute time frame. Maybe the only short potential is maybe here. That's probably the only potential short I can see, but we've got this here. I don't like seeing that there because it could easily push through. Having that was the test of this level that we wanted to catch the entry on, right here around this previous high. What we wanted to see is that just push a little bit higher and at least catch an entry one. But it's a bit whiplashy for me. I don't love it entirely. Maybe something like that could be a trade from there, perhaps. If this just absolutely nukes down through, then yeah, we could have a retest like that. That's probably the only two trades I can see here, something like this or something like that. But I don't really love it though. I don't really love it. Like, look at the previous price action all through here. Not my favorite looking position, CK, out of everything that I could possibly trade in my life. You can just see all this chop through here. Like, this area all through there just looks chop. That looks really choppy. That is nuking down now. We'll see. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So, do you guys understand what I mean? 4-hour candle closed strong, closed bearish. The trade, it looks strong. Nick. Oh, pound New Zealand dollar 4-hour, the one we just looked at. Yeah, awesome. Do you guys understand like what I mean by the random nature of trading? Yeah, you guys get what I mean? What, like, random things happen in trading, or do you want me to explain that a little bit more for you? The randomness of trading and making money from random things that are happening, from random outcomes. Do you understand this, or should I break it down a little bit so you understand it and it just kind of clicks? Who doesn't fully get? Maybe the new traders that are in here, the new Breakfree traders. If it doesn't fully click for you, this idea of randomness that I spoke about today, and just like letting go of the random things that happen to you in life. Explain it. Yeah, for sure. I can explain it, Nick. No problem. So think about trading as an entirely probabilistic event. All right. So trading is all about probabilities, okay? When you're placing a trade, there's a chance that the market moves up from where you're buying it or it moves down from where you're buying it, all right? At the end of the day, it's all about what is the probability of the market moving up versus the market moving down when you're placing this particular position, okay? And it's the exact same as, imagine you're flipping a coin, right? You're flipping a coin. You know that the outcome is 50-50 of the coin flip. But that individual coin flip that you take right now is entirely random, whether it's going to be heads or tails. That individual coin flip, you don't know whether it's going to be heads or whether it's going to be tails, and which one it's going to be is an entirely random event. Exactly the same as if you're rolling a dice, right? If you're rolling a dice, okay, there's a percentage chance that the dice is going to land on any one of the 6 numbers. And when you roll that dice, it's entirely random which one of those 6 numbers it's going to land on. So if you look at individual coin flips or individual rolls in isolation, then it just looks like complete randomness. All right, if you were to plot on a chart, it would just look like complete randomness. It's only after a very long period of time that these random individual events work out to create probabilistic outcomes, okay? Because each one of the events is entirely random in nature. The outcome of each one of these events is entirely random in nature. It's just like, you know, there's a percentage chance right now that your heart just fails. Every single one of us, no matter how old we are, young we are, whatever, there's a percentage chance that your heart will just fail right now. I don't want to make it too morbid, but there's a percentage chance of this, all right? And if this happens to you today or not is entirely random. It's entirely random, but the percentage chance is always still there. So the point is that in trading, in life in general, in investing, in anything that you're doing, right? If you're playing golf, right, there's a percentage chance of you flushing a ball, and there's a percentage chance of you, you know, hitting it off the toe, for example, right? So the point is that it's like these random things are guaranteed to happen. Random things, random negative things, random things that you didn't want to happen, there's a 100% guarantee that random negative things will happen to you. All right? That's not random. That's 100% guaranteed random shit, random negative shit is going to happen to you in your life, in your trading, in your investing, in all of these things. And it's just going to catch you by surprise. And when we can understand and accept that, we empower ourselves to actually put ourselves in the position to deal with those things. All right, because when we fully grasp and we fully understand that there's a 100% guarantee that random bad shit will happen to us, especially when we're in trading, then what we do is we always protect ourselves. We always have an exit plan. In investments as well, right? There's a percentage chance every single day that the market dumps just like it did back in COVID, right? Just in March 2019, whatever. All right? March 2019 it was, I think. Yeah, March 2020. When was COVID? When did COVID start? But yeah, there's a percentage chance of these things, right? So it's always positioning yourself to be prepared in case today is the day that this random event happens to you. And if the random event happens, you accept that it happened, but you're always positioning yourself to be prepared. All right, there's a quote by Sun Tzu from The Art of War. The battle is won or lost before it is ever fought. All right, and this is so true in trading. The battle is won or lost before it is ever fought. Because when you're in the battle of the trade actually running, the outcome is entirely random at that point. All right, but the battle is all about what you do before the trade, how you plan the trade, how you'll set yourself up for the trade. This is what you can control. All right, you can control your actions before you actually get into the battle, because the outcome of the battle itself, if we're going by this Art of War reference, the outcome is entirely random. You can't control the outcome. It's entirely random. It becomes out of your control entirely. Yeah, COVID 2019. Right, so there's always the chance at every single moment. At every single moment, there's a chance of that happening right there. Tomorrow, that could happen. Tomorrow, that could happen. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. All I'm saying is that there's always the chance it can happen. And what people believe is that there's zero probability of that happening. That's what people believe. So they put themselves in positions where it's like they're betting on that definitely not happening. Okay? They're betting on that right there, this dump to 3,500 all the way back to here, not happening. Okay? And you never want to put yourself in a position, whether you're trading, whether you're investing, no matter what you're doing, where you're unprepared for the dump to 3,500 that has a random chance of happening on every single day. All right? There's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is accept that this is the randomness of life, the randomness of markets, the randomness of how trading and investing works. There's another really great quote, all right? There's another really great quote, and this is Marcus Aurelius, I believe. So Marcus Aurelius says, when you step into a boxing ring and you get punched in the face, you don't complain and whine about being punched in the face by a boxer, because you were stepping into the ring fully understanding that you're going to get punched in the face. There was a 100% chance that you are going to be punched in the face. But what traders and investors do is they don't understand that they're stepping into the boxing ring and that they have a likelihood of being punched in the face, and then they're shocked and they're confused and they don't know what to do when they get punched in the face by the market. All right, when they get punched in the face by the world, when they get punched in the face by that trade. Every single person that's operating in the markets, every single person that's living their life is stepping into that boxing ring. And it's about understanding that you're stepping into the boxing ring. You're stepping into the battle and being prepared for the inevitable outcome of what comes from stepping into the boxing ring. You get punched in the face. If you're not prepared to be punched in the face, don't step into the ring. It's that simple. Does that metaphor make sense? Does that metaphor make sense to you? Because I think you got to remember, right? I was a financial advisor for years, and every time I spoke to clients, every time I spoke to investors, there was this sense of, oh, well, it's safe right now. It's safe. There's nothing to worry about. It's safe, whatever. But there's always something to worry about when you're investing or trading, because you're always in the boxing ring. And the investors and the clients that I used to deal with, I don't believe fully understood that they were stepping into the boxing ring, because there was shock, there was confusion, and there was pain whenever there was pullbacks in markets, right? Shock, confusion, and pain. When you can wrap your head around the idea that you are in the boxing ring every single day, you're no longer going to be affected by the negative random outcomes that happen to you on a trade by trade basis, on a month by month basis, on an individual trade basis, whatever it is, you're not going to be shocked anymore, because you know you're stepping into the boxing ring, and you better be prepared to box. Let me know if that resonates with you at all. That metaphor resonates with you about the boxing ring, Marcus Aurelius boxing ring, okay? Let me know. You know what? X mode nailed this little pullback here, didn't it? Absolutely nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, cool. So what are we looking at here? 4-hour candle. Let's take a look at Nick's trade again on, what was that? Pound Swiss franc? I think it's pound Swiss franc, is it? Oh, pound New Zealand dollar. One day candles looking nice as well, Nick, in this case. Yeah, it looks good. It's coming off that level pretty good. It's coming off that level nicely. Thanks, Nick. Okay. DeVillas, do you have any more questions that you were posing in the chat before, in the inner circle and stuff like that? Do you have any more questions? New traders, do you have any questions about trading, about setting things up, anything like that? Neville, great analogy, awesome. Glad you appreciate that one, Neville. I was thinking about this when I was listening to the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. And I was thinking about the relevance to trading and investing. When should you use Sonar, new versus active? Okay, so active is the current trades that are on the chart right now. Trading styles, when, yeah, for sure. Okay, so active is the trades that it's like, so if I click view right now on active trades, what it's going to do is it's going to pull up an actual, the box, the visualization on the chart. So let's just take away X mode for a moment. It's going to pull up this visualization on the chart for me, okay? That I can click, place, all good, okay? Sweet. So active would be where, like, if I'm new, this is probably where I'd be operating the most if I'm just placing trades without X mode turned on, just like that right there, okay? I'd be having the active set filter on. Now, alternatively, when I click new, what that means is it's like, it's a trade that, for example, EuroCAD showed up 1 hour ago, but this might not necessarily be on the chart anymore and like actively being shown on the chart, okay? So it's a new trade because it's filtering newest to oldest. These trades stay around forever. So once the card is there, it stays, so that you can go back and have a look and see how it played out, see what happened on each one of these positions. Like, for example, this one here, you can see that, you know, it went into entry one, came back out, took our profits, all good. Again, here you can click it and you can see how it actually played out, right? So this should hopefully give you more confidence in the algorithm to be able to see that it's like, well, these were the trades that showed. This trade showed 5 hours ago. If I had placed this trade, then I would have had the outcome of TP1 and 2 taken, right? That's why they're still showing on the chart, on the Sonar feed, but not necessarily showing on the chart, okay? So new doesn't necessarily show on the chart, even though it showed up, you know, EuroCAD 1 hour ago. EuroCAD showed up, no longer on the chart. Oh well. If I want to, I can turn X mode on and I can be like, okay, cool. Well, I'm still going to set up a trade using X mode from there, for example. All right, so that's why, you know, it might be useful to use new. But if I'm a brand new trader to Breakfree Trading, I would click active. And I would only be looking at these active trades right here, because every single one that I click, I know that when I click it, it's going to be on the chart and it's going to be actively showing me on the chart. Make sense? Distinction makes sense, guys? Let me know, new traders. Trade in style, Kimbo, Neville, let me know. Also, yeah, Oink makes a good point here as well, right? So when you're placing your orders, when you click place one, just make sure that the leverage here is not like wild and crazy and, you know, out of the world, this world kind of thing. Make sure that it's like the appropriate amount for that one position. So just double check that it's like you don't have the wrong account size put in here. It's set to 0, so that means it's going to read directly from the bridge. And when you click, you can see, you know, what the position size should be. Position size is the same here, and yeah. Set up to view trading history in the navigator connected to Binance Bridge. I saw you actually had this issue, Gabriel. I saw you were talking to Asger in the chats. I'm not sure why it's not working for you. Make sure you've got the right like date time frame set and everything like that. I don't use Binance Bridge at all, so I can't show you, unfortunately, Gabriel. I don't use the Binance Bridge at all. Sorry, mate. Makes sense, Neville. Awesome. So if you are new, right? If you are new to Breakfree Trading, and if you're new to Breakfree Trading, right, and you're like, what's the question that you always want to know about an algorithm or anything like this when you come into a new trading platform, right? Well, you want to know that it actually works. So you want to be able to see historic setups and how they played out. Yes? That's what you want to see. So you just simply click new, scroll down, start scrolling down, and then just click the play button and see how it played out. Okay, so Euro USD, for example, you can see it wicked straight into this level right here, wicked straight into the level, came straight out and took TP1 and 2. Red box is where we would have sold, blue box is where we would have taken our profits. So, you know, I think it's really important for new traders to do this, because it's like you can see how each trade played out. You can start to get a feeling for how the trades look when they play out, what a good trade looks like, what a bad trade looks like, you know, and you start to get an understanding and a bit of confidence about placing trades with the algorithm, because you can actually see here trades playing out for you. Plenty of trades playing out for you, right? So if you need confidence, whatever it might be, you know, just go through and actually look at each one of the trades. Again here, right? Came out, took TP1, 2, and 3, done. TP1 and entry 1 and 2, TP1 and 2, done. Just go through, just click play. There's genuinely like nothing. There's nothing whatsoever to hide here. All of these trades, you can just simply look at them, click play, and see how the price action played out based on the recommendation from the algorithm. All right, sometimes they're just gonna, the direction is really good. So red box means sell, so the direction is really good. It just never gets back to the entry, okay? This is what we deal with this all the time, right? We just don't get back to the entry. Hey, it would have been a great trade if it just wicked straight into the entry right there, but it never got back there. So that's fine, we move on. Go through, click them, build some confidence with what you're seeing here. You're gonna see some winners, you're gonna see some losers. What broker are you using? New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar, not mapping. For you, I use Simple FX because I have Ethereum deposited in my account. I use Simple FX. AY. A New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar, not mapping on IC markets. Try SGD, NZD, switch it, see if that works, or they just don't have it. So, you know, it is a relatively exotic pair, right? So, I would, maybe they just simply don't have it. They might just, yeah, really just simply not have it there. So let me ask you, new guys that joined, Kimbo, Trade and Style, Neville, what is it that made you, like, have you traded before? Is it your first time ever trading? Have you ever traded before Breakfree Trading at all? Why are you trading? Like, what is it that you're trying to achieve? Are you trying to replace your income? Are you trying to spend more time with your family? Are you trying to, what do you want to achieve and how long you've been trading for? Tell me about that. That's what I'm really interested in. Not necessarily Trade and Style. No, that's not necessarily too late. It's all about how the price action looks, right? Do you have an example for me, Trade and Style? If you've got an example for me, then I can take a look at it. Because you can see here, right? If we go back and scroll through these trades again that we were looking at before. So this one showed up on the 15-minute time frame on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Then it was 1, 2, 3, 4 candles before we got the entry here. 5 candles, we got all 3, and then on the 6th candle we took TP 1, 2, and 3. So 6 times 15 minutes, so that's 1 hour and 45 minutes before we got all the entries. On this one here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th candle caught the first entry, so again an hour and 45 minutes before we got the entry. What's another trade that played out here? This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 candles before we got the first entry here. 7 candles, so that's what is that? Yeah, an hour and 45 minutes, something like this. Trading for 3 months, not very successfully, decided to get some training, hope to earn some extra bucks, more time with family. Awesome, Neville, awesome, perfect. 3 months trading, so very new, not very successfully. Sounds like a normal 3 months as a trader, for sure. Decided to get some training. So, you know, there's the training, but the point of the algorithm, right? The entire point of building the algorithm from day one is algorithmic assisted learning, okay? So it's about helping to teach you how to operate in financial markets using the trading algorithm. The trading algorithm gives you thesis, the trading algorithm gives you a lot, entries, TP, stop loss, obviously all those things, risk management, all this kind of stuff. Like from the inception of Breakfree Trading, it's like so many more different features, extra tools for traders have been kind of added on top of this base level of like a trading thesis, okay? But the point of the algorithm is to get you to think like a trader, to get you to think like a trader, to get you to think like an investor, to get you to think in terms of this thesis, building this thesis on the chart, building this thesis in your mind about what you want to see and what you don't want to see. All right, that's the whole point of the algorithm, because thinking in terms of a thesis is just like what retail traders don't do. What they do is they go, market go up now, and then they just like ape in. And it's like, okay, market go up, market go down. That's what retail traders do. They go, market go up, market go down, market buy, market sell. They don't build trading thesis, build investment thesis. And that is what like the entire point of the algorithm is to do. And you know, the thesis are really good, as you can see from clicking through these trades. They're very, very good thesis, but it's algorithmic assisted learning. If you go back and think, like anyone who's been using the algorithm for some time, where you were before the algo and where you were after the algo, and just the different way that you think and the different way that you think about markets before and after Breakfree Trading, it's very, very different. And this change in mindset, this shift in your mindset, this rewiring of your understanding about how to operate in markets, this is like what the algorithm has and always will be incredibly good at doing. Incredibly good at doing. Just like rewiring your brain to think the right way. All right. And then it's my job to help you rewire your brain emotionally and to think, you know, to I guess like remove these limiting beliefs and all this kind of stuff that you've got about trading and about investing and about life in general, and, you know, incorrect beliefs and things like that that are just like causing you to stumble over and over and over again. Every time you get a little win, you get knocked back down again. Every time you get a little win, you get knocked back down again. All right. And that is a psychological thing at the end of the day. And I think it's very important for me to help you with that. And then the algo to really like assist you with the technical side of trading specifically, because the algo is great at that. To think about the technical aspects of trading, but obviously it's not very good at the emotional human side of trading, and it's the emotional human side that fails us more often than not in investing and in trading. All right, this is my experience anyway, from dealing with thousands and thousands of investors, traders over years. That's my experience. Operating myself in markets for years. Trading being a trader has been my dream since I enjoy studying charts. Fantastic. I've been trading demo accounts on other platforms, but seem to be losing because of emotions. That's why I'm using BFT. Still understanding it, practicing the algo in 15-minute trade account. Fantastic, Gems. Absolutely. You just reinforced exactly what I said without me even knowing that you were going to reinforce exactly what I said. So I appreciate that, Gems. I appreciate that addition. So like exactly like you're saying here, you know, you're failing because of emotions, and the algo's great at that, as at you not needing to. You get given a thesis. You get given an unemotional, objective thesis printed on the chart. All right, but then in the moments of execution on that unemotional, objective thesis, this is where the human being screws the algo up, adding little bits and pieces, taking little bits and pieces away, doing different stupid shit that's like humans are just like bound to do at the end of the day. All right, so remember that you're an emotional being that sometimes thinks rationally. All right, you can never get rid of emotion. Emotion is impossible for a human to get rid of, but we can rationalize within our emotions if we give ourselves enough time to do so. If we give our human mind enough time to rationalize with our chimp mind, then we can make rational decisions that are objective to a certain degree. All right, but that's great, Gems. You're in the right place for sure. Still understanding it, practicing algo on 15-minute demo account. That's exactly what you should be doing. Trading a demo account, having a look and seeing how these trades played out, having a look at what looked good, what looked bad, and things like that. Wow, learned a lot today. Thanks, Tom. Baby steps, but I'll get there sooner rather than later. You will, Neville. You absolutely will. Honestly, like the progression that people see after a very short time trading with BFT and just being in the community, like join the community. It's so important to join the community. Get in the community. All right, just absorb. People learn by osmosis, by absorbing the environment around them. All right, absorb what people are talking about in the community. Absorb what the algorithm's showing you every single time you look at a trade. Just absorb like what it's showing you relevant to X mode, what it's showing you relative to market structure, what it's showing you relative to like, okay, big push up, consolidation, push down, catch entry, continue. Like this is something that when you see it enough times, you're going to absorb it into your mind, right? Absorb from just like listening to the things that I say, listening to the things that Asger says, listening to the things that like our long-term members write in the comments here. You know what I mean? Absorb all of these things. That's the best way that you're going to learn. And then just go and do it. Go and execute on it. You're going to get it wrong. Get it wrong a bunch of times. Get back up. Try again. You're going to get it wrong again. Get back up. Try again. Keep on getting it wrong. Because like I said before, it's inevitable that you're going to get it wrong. There's a 100% chance that you're going to get it wrong. 100% chance you're going to get it wrong. Okay? So accept that you're going to get it wrong. You're not always going to get it right. All right? And just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Small tweaks every time that this inevitability of getting something wrong happens. You make a small tweak. You make a small tweak to, oh, well, I could have, changed this about my mind. Oh, when I saw that piece of price action, I probably should have got out at break even. When I saw, this piece of price action, I should have realized it wasn't a great entry to get into. Small little tweaks as you progress. I'm not saying small tweaks as in like adding another indicator or anything like that. I'm saying small tweaks as in like, what can I learn about every single setup that I'm looking at, win, lose, or break even? What can I learn from it? Oh, all right, guys. That was a great little session today, I think. Great work, everybody. All you new traders, make sure you get into the community in Telegram, okay? Get into the Telegram community. Let me just throw a link in the chat quickly for the Telegram global chat so you guys can jump in it. Get involved. Talk to the people. There we go. Cool. There's the global chat link if you're new and you are not in the global chat already. If you're watching this, the global chat link just got posted into the chat box. Can we perv on the BTC and discuss? Of course we can. What's better than perving on BTC? Not a lot. I love perving on BTC. God, I love BTC. Punching into resistance here. Pushing into this resistance. 75k on the cards for sure. Absolutely could get a rejection here, bit of consolidation around there, then a continuation on up. That could happen. Or we clear straight through it and go straight into 75k. Obviously, like every single influencer you've ever heard of in your entire life is calling 100k, but we do have the work to do here at 75 to get to 100, right? If everyone thinks it's going to happen, it's probably not going to happen. Remember this. This is like ancient wisdom from fund managers, hedge fund managers, all this kind of shit. If everyone thinks it's going to happen, it probably isn't going to happen. All right? So I think everyone just thinks we're going to see like this to 100k. Like bang to 100k. If that's what everyone thinks, it's probably going to take the most painful path possible to get to 100k. 50k retest is absolutely on the cards here. Make no mistake, a 50k retest is on the cards. And this is what I mean when I'm saying like, people have rose-colored glasses on. People have rose-colored glasses on when they think about investing, when they think about trading. All right? Don't take advantage of yourself with your rose-colored glasses. All right? Don't let it happen. Always think the market can inflict maximum pain at any moment. Do you know how much long exposure there is through here with like every single influencer and their dog talking about how bullish Bitcoin is and that Bitcoin's going to 100k? I'm not saying it's not going to go to 100k. In all honesty, I've got no idea what it's going to do. And, this is basically like an admission that every single trader and investor needs to make, that it's entirely random what Bitcoin's going to do next. It's entirely random. I have no idea what's going to happen next. All right, what I do know is we're in a great uptrend, and any support that we bump into that's a great support, I will buy with every piece of me, right? But do not get it mixed up that we can't clean through here, take every single stop loss that is all through there, liquidate billions of dollars, bounce off 50k, move straight back through, leave everyone who got liquidated through here in the dust, and then go to 100k. That is just as on the cards as it was. 50k right now is just as much on the cards as it was here, all through here. 50k is absolutely on the cards, and it will always be on the cards. Maximum pain is what markets always like to do. Before you leave as well, guys, make sure you leave a like on the stream. Remember, if everyone believes something's going to happen, it probably isn't going to happen, or it's going to happen in a way that causes absolute pain for everyone that believed that thing. Last one, NAS 100, 15 minute. Let's check it. Looks very similar to S&P 500. 15-minute time frame, wicking off. Reasonable. Would I take it? I'd probably look at S&P 500 first, because I think S&P 500 has a better local trend. If we engulf here, if we engulf this here, then I could see that playing out, yeah. So I think the NAS 100 and S&P 500 trade, depending on the close of this candle, if you're X mode trading, something like that looks reasonable, or something like this. But bear in mind, we've tested this level twice. Do it at your own risk. I'm not going to take it because I've already taken profits here on this level once already today. You got to be very mindful that now forming all through here is a bunch of stop losses right where you plan to place your stop loss. The market can cause maximum pain, clear them out, then rip to the upside. Okay, so I wouldn't take this trade, or I wouldn't take the trade on NAS 100 either, just because of the way that we've already interacted with that level multiple times on the 15-minute time frame. All right, I wouldn't take it personally. What I was looking for is that test right there, I'd say. That trade there would have been the trade, but yeah, play the game at your own risk, because NAS 100 will be absolutely 100% correlated with what happens on S&P 500. Looking at the price action on S&P 500 right now, what it's doing around the level, could see a dump through. All right, could also see a rip to the upside. I probably wouldn't take either of them personally though. Unless you caught that candle already. Unless you already caught that candle there. Anyway. Alright guys. Thank you. Probably makes you more confused than anything, but that's how I would think about it. Thank you very much everybody for joining. Another great live stream. Appreciate it. Let's talk throughout the week. Let's talk throughout the week, and yeah, let me know if you need anything. Make sure you get in the global chat, get some trades thrown into the global chat, ask questions, take screenshots, if you've got a trade that you want to share, click share right here, copies the link, post the link in the global chat, say, hey guys, what does everyone think of this, whatever. Someone will come back to you. Sanya's very good at coming back to people, blah, 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 all that kind of thing. All great people in the global chat that will answer your question for you, absolutely. So please get in there, get chatting, get talking, share trade ideas, all that kind of thing. Talk about why you're trading, how long you've been trading, get to know each other, because we learn from osmosis. We learn from the community around us. And if we don't have a community around us, we don't learn as well. So get in there, get to know each other, get chatting. Talk to you all soon. Adios.